On to your health. Sleep is clearly vital for us adults, but it's especially important for the well-being of young kids. With school now in full swing, you may be struggling, though, to get your children to develop a healthy sleep pattern. So today, we're joined by Dr. Michael Anderson of the Sleep Disorders Center at Overland Park Regional Medical Center. He's here to talk about the best sleep routines for teens and younger kids as well. So thank you for joining us. It's a hot topic, I know. What are the general guidelines now for the number of hours kids need at which ages?
Right. Well, if we start with the younger kids, they definitely probably need about 10 or 11 hours, and teens probably need 8 to 9.
Okay, which is an awful lot when you start having a lot of homework and such. So how do you know when you're having just typical sleep problems, or you maybe need a professional to help you out a little bit?
Well, if daytime sleepiness or emotional issues, irritability, trouble at school, learning problems, those kind of things sometimes might be related to insufficient sleep.
And so how does that lack of sleep, I mean, we talk about why it's important, but how does it actually affect a child?
Well, you feel sleepy during the day and you have reduced attention and concentration.
So in the classroom, that's hard.
In the classroom, if you're not able to attend, you're not able to learn and remember.
So if you could give, or what advice do you give to parents who come to you and say, I'm at my wit's end. I can't get them to have a good sleep schedule, can't get them either to bed at night or up in the morning or what have you. What are some tips on making that pattern better? Well,
people generally know common sense that you should have a regular schedule. When people are at wit's ends, basic education, sort of telling them what are the consequences, why you have to have a sleep schedule.
Sort of getting real about it.
Sometimes that can make a difference.
That's interesting. Now, we've talked here a lot about children, but what about us adults? What is the going number of hours that we should be getting as grown-ups too?
It really is 7 to 8 hours.
7 to 8 still?
Yes.
And how many of us don't get that? I'm sure that's a problem for many of us too.
About 40% are not getting that.
Too much of this,
too much
right?
of that.
For a lot of us.
Too
Isn't
much.
this the big culprit,
Way
the electronics,
too much. Yes.
Right? Too close to bedtime. Well, we thank you, Dr. Anderson, for stopping by and talking about this. But for more on your teens, your tweens, sleeping habits, and HCA Midwest Health, visit KCTV.